eyes makes me feel cold in my heart. I cannot lose you, man. Oh, please, I give love talking to you, oh, mama. I can deny me love. I be saying, please don't tell me I know you, and I look in my eyes and show me your way. And I know you think that I am bad. You don't.
I started from Nigeria and then I came to Ghana without no plan at all. I just knew I wanted to change my environment. So that's why I started from actually. To home. Yeah. From home to home, yeah. Throughout my journey as a content creator, is surrounding myself with the right people and not putting my mind to a place where I think I've gotten to. You know, I feel like as a content creator, if you feel like you're rich, it's going to be like the beginning of your downfall. Repeating uncle, repeating me repeat. If you're a content creator and you say you're rich, that's going to be the beginning of your downfall, because we are all learning at the end of the day. We are never going to stop learning. There are always new things that we need to learn as human beings and as individuals in this content creation space. So that is what actually guides me.
Going as far as bringing my family into creative, and it was that made me go global.
So what about you, Endurance? How did you manage to stay true to your style while also trying to appeal to a global audience? Because for you, it might be harder. You're a dancer. Not everyone in the world was attuned with Afrobeats and African music until the last, let's say, give or take, 5 to 10 years. And you've been part of the dance teams that champion African music and put it out there in the world. So how do you stay true to your style even though you're trying to appeal to a global audience?
Okay, there's something I always tell myself. Let me use an example. Whenever I listen to a song as a dance creator, there's one thing everybody globally can relate to, and that is the fact that they can tell you they're enjoying what you're doing. That alone speaks one language. It might be, the person must be from Jamaica, Patois. You don't understand that. I don't understand Patois. But the fact that I can relate to the song of a Jamaican through my attitude and my expression can sell it for me, because that way they can tell how I'm feeling or where I'm coming from. Dance speaks one language at the end of the day. So I try to stay true to my craft. I try to be very, very authentic with what I'm putting out there, because there are a lot of people that want to see the realness in someone when they're creating something. So that is one thing that makes me stand out when it comes to my craft. I really want to be true. If I'm dancing and I happen to stumble, I want you to see that I stumbled before doing this step for you to watch today. So it's not about perfection for me. I just go with the flow. Yeah.
So with your journey, how would you say networking and collaboration has helped you become a global brand?
First of all, follow who you road, but know who you follow. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I can't cut soap for you, because me, I know the soap I'm using. I'm just going to show you how I got that soap. Yeah? The color of my soap. If I want to go really intense, it's black soap. Yeah. So what guides me is I would like to give you tips that has helped me, because it's not what helped me can help you. I would like to give you advice and talking about the collaboration part. It all started from Kobby Academy. Yeah. It started from me doing viral dance videos that we do every Tuesdays and Thursdays, which we have rehearsals at, and then it gradually went to being in music videos, and then I started being consistent on my social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and then the deals started coming in. I feel like once you put yourself out there and you know what you're selling, the brands and the deals will come. So you just have to know what you put out there at the end of the day. So yeah, I was consistent with my work. I kept on putting out quality content out there, and then brands and then getting attracted to yeah. That's how I said it all, for real. And just to add on to what she said, the key to every greater high that you may get to is a foundation. Yeah. And don't expect to get there just like that, And one thing I also want to add on to what she said is find something that aligns with your value, For a brand to reach out to you based on what they've seen is because it can actually relate to what you do and they want to work with you based on what they've seen. So try to put out something out there that at the end of the day, when someone moves to you based on that, it aligns with your value. So it doesn't look like you're going outside the box of what you stand for as an individual, So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who it is, but as long as someone has the same motive, the same mindset you have, the same interest, I think you can start from there as a person, as a content creator. So yeah.
Collaborating with brands is a last step for content creators who want to align with brands and partnerships. What else do you think they can do to be able to have success with partnership with brands? Because a lot of people are struggling.
What you can do is not put so much pressure on yourself to blow up tonight. Because if you do that, you're going to burn out and you're going to be very upset at yourself. They say an overnight success is really someone who's been working for 10 years before that. And I can say that that's true because until a lot of people, the space that they see in, it's like, they're like, oh, you were with Khloe Kardashian, you were with Khloe Kardashian. And it's like, I was working for 12 years before I met Khloe Kardashian. And the exchange that we had was nothing but 2 hours per day for like 3 days, okay? For 12 years, right? And I'm just like, maybe I put in so much work, I had hit so many milestones before I met that woman, right? So whenever you see someone who seems like an overnight success, know that they've been working for years before they got that title. So take your time, understand that it doesn't have to happen right now, even though sometimes it feels like it needs to, because I get frustrated sometimes too. Trust me, like sometimes I'm like, the rent is due, okay? Rent is due. So, wagwan. Yeah, some people need a new bus down, and it's due right now, right? So I get it. Sometimes it's like literally life and death, but breathe. Check into your source. If you believe in God, I believe that prayer is extremely important. Let me say that again, prayer is extremely important. And I truly believe that if you tap into what God wants for you truly, it's only a matter of time. Just keep going, keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Nice one. And over to you, Endurance.
I don't know. Take a break. Learn to take a break. Yeah. It's really key to take a break. Trust me. Before I got here, I was on the phone with one of my colleagues, and for a very long time, I've never heard him say he's taking a break. And then we're just catching up, and he was like, Charlie, it's been a really intense, beautiful year. But this is the first time in a long time that I'm able to take a break. And when I got to ask him, so how was it? How did you feel like? He said it actually gave him room to strategize and plan or navigate how to make the rest of his career and turn it into a beautiful one. So my advice is take a break. When you feel like this huge deal has hit my lap, maybe MTN reached out to you and say they want to work with you. Okay? Nobody said amen. She only said amen. She alone wants to meet Khloe Kardashian. She alone wants to. Anyways, yeah. So at the end of the day, MTN wants to work with you because it's MTN. They want to put in your best. But at the same time, if you feel like you're pressured, just like what she said, take a break. But at the same time, learn to communicate when there's a need to communicate, so that at the same time, there's less pressure on your team, on yourself. It's something I can honestly say I'm working on myself when it comes to communication to be better in my craft. I'm not very good at communication. I'm learning. That is to just put out there. But please, just learn to take a break. You're a human being at the end of the day, but you don't be firewood. So yeah. Whenever someone asks me questions, I always want to make sure I put this particular statement I just made in there because I've experienced a lot of things. So surround yourself with good company. It's going to go a long way. Surround yourself that have the same people that have the same interest with you. Friends that are going to support you, people that are going to support you genuinely, not because they're in a competition with you, but they support what you do and they also bring ideas to the table. But at the same time, pour into the same cup that pours into you as well. Alright? It goes 50-50, reciprocate the same energy. Oh my God, I feel so honored. Who am I? Yeah, so let love lead at the end of the day. See, support someone not because people are supporting. Repost that video, not because you see your friend reposting. If you cannot relate to it, don't post, don't repost it. Make no force here, it's not force. Repost it because you can relate to it. You know, just let love lead and they support. Pray and hope for the best. Don't think you've gotten there because you still have a long way to go. So yeah.
Nice one. 2 things I learned. Take your time and that you're bound to win. And thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and your wisdom with us. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. DJs, let's go for a quick spot of music. It's in our good story.
Well, first of all, it's the main downside with social media is, of course, the clickbait factor. Which I think many of us who are trying to do quote-unquote serious, to cover serious topics, find ourselves too often drowned out in sensational issues, or for that matter, nudity. Let's be real about it. Those are the things that people click and care about. So what we have to do, I'm a firm believer in sort of the BS control of the general public. Well, I believe that real things stand the test of time. And not to become, gender political here, but one of the hardest things for women to do is to withstand the pressures of playing up certain things, let's say, within our femininity to gain ground within this space. And I think that's a really, really dangerous and treacherous track for women to take. That, like my mom always said, your face may get you in the door, but your brain keeps you in the room. And it's important not to lead with the wrong thing, speaking of sensationalism, right? Because what I see here, I've lived, this is my 5th year in Ghana, and I'm mainly within the political and social space here. And people genuinely care. I mean, we've seen quite recently that there's a genuine knowledge and a genuine care when it comes to genuine issues. And yes, certain things will always be popular. Smut will always be popular. Sensational clips will always be popular. But people are yearning for actual information, because what I see is that people are tired of being taken for fools, or being played for fools, or thinking that shiny things will make them look the other way when very real bad things are going on right under their nose.
It's very timeless. I'm saying this because even when it comes to our music side, we look at people like Lumba, Amache Kodempi, these are guys that actually took their time to compose songs, their music arrangement, the production. And so even to date, songs come to me and go. But these guys, because of the quality of their content, is still timeless. And so I told myself right from inception that I'm going to also devote myself, stay focused, and do content that are timeless. I don't believe in sensationalism because it comes and it goes. We all can attest to the fact that there are people who came, trend, and within a few months we don't hear from them. So where is the focus? Is there something you want to do for your generation to come and appreciate? I did the Ghana same thing way back going to village. Nobody actually paid attention. But today, because it was a timeless situation, when it came back to trend, my pictures, I was in the US when I saw the thing trending, but I was able to take my old pictures. People didn't even realize that these are old content that I'm reposting it, And again, people also have that mindset. I was having a conversation with Meister back there, and he was appreciating my work. And people ask me, Kobby, how did you get here? Because you don't follow the trends and the sensationalism. How did you get here? I got here because I have to stay focused. Ghana is over 30 million population. I want to Ask literally everyone here. Not everybody wakes up in the morning to go and look at what is trending. There are people who want to look at information. So I am going to serve them. The reason I went to the US is I was invited by the UN. There was a side events where they were looking at media people who are doing things with regards to SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. And I didn't know that what I was doing, going to the villages, was something that the UN were looking at. And so I had to move from Ghana and attend and speak there. And this is something that should encourage everyone, every Ghanaian youth, that it's not about the trendy stuff. It's about taking your time, creating generational content, and finding your niche. Because a lot of people, I believe, yes, arts and entertainment is good. However, there are a lot of avenues that I believe Ghanaian youth have been tapped. I want to wake up to see a blogger who is calling himself like agriculture blogger, health blogger. You have a lot of diseases, you have a lot of hospitals, you have a lot of places you can visit if you call yourself health blogger. A lot of events, locally and internationally, that you can attend. Agriculture, food, you can do a lot. But people want to push themselves and always follow the trend, which is quite, we have to challenge ourselves. And trust me, people will laugh at you, people will tell you that, oh, you're too low, you want to stay different. But trust me, you should stay focused and know where you're going, your mission and your vision.
Your family wishes you. When I was growing, so I remember I used to save money a lot from the content based 200 CDs and then I step by a phone and said, and I was taking a risk at that time. I was like, I'm buying this, I don't know, whatever wants to happen should happen. And from then, I made something that was able to buy myself a new phone and then I continued with this. I mean, being yourself is the big deal, and you should not follow the crowd because we all want to go fast. I don't think anybody can go fast or go far because I don't want you to be trending for some things and that's all. I want people to know you when they're speaking of Ekuah official. Everybody knows yes, Ekuah official has impacted the social media space. So that is just be yourself. I mean, and also yes, you should have passion for what you're doing. Do with ease and do with love. It's cooking you like. Make sure you're doing it well. And if you want to be a contest, want to be a comedian, make sure you're doing it well. Don't do it anyhow because, like I said, people are watching.